I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Baddies Africa episode 19 review, you feel me? But before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification buttons to be updated on all forms of new content. But outside of that, we're gonna jump straight into it, and it leads off with Diamond versus Latina, and not very much there, not gonna lie. Diamond dragged the fuck out of Latina, you feel me? Kicked her all in her shit. She talking about she here to take her spot. No, she's here to get on the grass, you feel what I'm saying? Got Latina leaking, all that. Amber says she don't want to fight Diamond. You know, she would be scared to fight Diamond, but she respect that Latina still got out there, even though Diamond is a bigger girl than her. But it's like, how do you respect it when Latina just started a problem with Diamond for no reason, off the strength of either Natalie putting a bug in her ear or thinking she was just coming in popping hot shit? Like, no, you feel me? Natalie don't even know what to do, honestly, because she looking at Latina like, damn, like, she got fucked up. But she didn't want to say it, but you could tell in her face, like, damn, she fucked up. Natalie says Latina is smaller than Diamond is, but she ran up and threw a drink anyway, and she respects her for that. Nah, Natalie, you set Latina up to get God, and that's just what that is, you feel me? So, Scotty starts to explain what happened at the pool with her and Lex. Scotty says all Lex wants to do is fight. Lex says, shut the fuck up. So they start getting into it because Lex is tired of Scotty. Like, she's always running her mouth and putting her 2 cents in Lex's conversation and business. Like, people saying she's a bully, but Lex literally ripped her wig the night before talking about some, oh, now I'll give this bitch a reason to fight me. But then when she want to fight you, you don't want to fight. Like, I don't know. So then Lex like, man, fuck all that. I'm still going to beat y'all up. And she talking about the Pretty 3 and Tavy because of the wig situation. Lex and Scotty ended up just going back and forth and stuff like that. Lex says, oh, you just got body. Anytime we argue, you bring up the fact of your body. You turn around and start shaking your ass. And then Scotty said, all Lex has is fighting skills. All she want to do is just brawl. You know what I'm saying? All she want to do is just fight and brawl. That's all she good for. You feel me? So they trying to read each other, just going back and forth. But I don't know. It seemed like either one of them is jealous of the other. Either Scotty is jealous of Lex for some reason, or Lex is jealous of Scotty for some reason. One of the two. But Natalie ends up clocking Dolly T about the fact of her being injured, and she asks Dolly, like, are you injured or not? Because she's tired of this, like, injured reserve crap and stuff like that. So Dolly just like, man, like, my hand ain't broken. I ain't injured no more. So she's like, not injured. She clears the air. But Diamond intervenes as well, and she mentions that Russian has an injury too, and she just been sitting back cooling. Russian says that she fought 10 rounds before getting injured, and that she would still fight no matter if she's injured or not, because she wants her spot. So then Anna brings up the fact that her and Anna was injured on Caribbean. They were injured reserve on Caribbean, and they had to fight with no excuses. And she was getting tired of them making excuses to not get in the field or fight, even though they're injured. And I'm like, it's still not okay. Like, y'all, I get fighting through the pain, but it's like, at what point? I get it's for entertainment, but there's no reason for y'all to keep injuring yourselves. Like, you need to heal your body properly if you're going to be at 100%. You're not at 100% if you fighting and you just breaking it more. I don't know. So Natalie asks the girls, like, is there any more beef? Is there anything that they need to get out before they go gin tasting later? So Summer like, man, what's that shit? That shit you was talking? Boom. She go run up on Fonda. Boom. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get that shit. I'm gonna get that shit this summer. I watched it 2-3 times, slowed it down. I think they was both in there. Like, I wouldn't say Summer just tore Fonda, but she won overall because she had just the advantage. So then while that's going on, Summer and Fonda, nigga, Lex ran up on Tavy. Boom. Giving her the minskies, like minking her up. I'm not gonna lie. Lex tore Tavy up. Lex ran up and said, mwah, happy birthday, Tavy. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Tavy shit, she busted open badly, like leaking from her nose. I think her eye was black and her nose was like just broken. So she running, she trying to hold her face. Dolly like, man, you bled that bit leg. God damn, bit that bit leg. God damn. So TV running through, boom, she running through the house. She leaving blood trails and shit like that. Gushing, gooing and shit like that. Well, I don't know what the fuck going on. What the fuck going on with you? Like, hell nah. So Natalie and the camera crew try to follow Tavy. Tavy like, get the fuck. Get the fuck. Natalie tries to go check on TV, but she wasn't fucking with it. She was just like, man, get the fuck back now. I'm not with the shits. I'm not with the shits. Dead ass B. I'm not with the shits. So Tavy pissed about, that fight or whatever. So they go back to the field, The camera cuts back to the field, and Fauna and K Rican go leave the scene for a second to, I guess, go put on sneakers because they knew Lex wanted to fight. So Lex calls all of them out, but now she directs her attention straight at Cold Killer as soon as they leave, right? So, and says that she wants to fight. And also Summer calls out Marissa while that happens. So Killer like, yeah, we could do that for sure. We could definitely do that. You feel me? I'm not scared of no bitch. You know what I mean? So they get the squaring up, and we already know Lex will Killer out the frame. Wasn't nothing. You feel me? Yeah, like that shit, man, that shit crazy. And then Lex goes into confessionals and she says that Killer and Rican and Fauna weren't the reason why her wigs was ripped. So she apologizes for beating the ass. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Dolly funny as fuck because during the fight she was telling Lex like, oh, don't worry about her, Lex, don't worry about her, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they know Cold Killer like can't stand in the paint when it comes to Lex. And I see a lot of people giving like Cold Killer respect and props, and she definitely deserves her baddie chain. I feel like she has the most viral sounds on this season. She has the most funniest confessionals, and she done things outside of fighting. So I do see her getting a baddie chain. But why do y'all want to play this sympathy card when they're first of all, these are grown women, and then secondly, like, Killer act like she's not ducking smoke, she's not ducking the fade, but then she's getting whooped damn near every fight. So it's just like, at that point, you just might as well say you're not a fighter and just talk your shit. You feel me? Just my opinion, but hey, is what it is. So Summer ends up calling out Cold Killer again. She's like, oh, you want to fight again? You need that again? I'm going to beat your ass. The fight, it was mid. It wasn't even nothing too exciting. It was a tie for real. You know, nothing too much. Cold Killer, she get my respect though, because she don't duck smoke. From Lex, Summer, Dolly, nobody. Like, she get out there. So I do respect Cold Killer on that fact. And again, most viral sounds of the season. So I would give her a baddie chain. I don't know why Natalie hasn't, you know. So Natalie says, you know, they got a photo shoot planned for them and gin tasting and stuff like that. So they want to get them ready. Fauna and TV come back, and Fauna and Tavy come back, but Fauna just was standing there. Tavy came back. She wanted revenge. She wanted blood. I at that point, I thought Tavy came out like a motherfucking a bull, saw a fucking red garment or some shit. I don't know. Like, you feel me? She just started charging at Lex. I will say though, they fought again. I will say Lex won, but she didn't tear Tavy out the frame like she usually do. Because Tavy was already bleeding, she was already bruised. There was nothing she could really do with Lex, but yeah, I don't know why Tavy keep trying to fight Lex. It's like, you know, she got that, like, she could whoop you. You feel me? So yeah, and Lex only fought her for the wig situation and saying that she wanted to fight her on her time. Like, and I don't know anybody else, but I don't know nobody who's gonna just wait for somebody to fight them if you already know they want to fight you. You know. Tavy says she can't see, and Dolly says, I know. I'm like, damn, like, her eye was black. Like, that shit was, and mind you, she's a darker complexion girl. Like, Tavy has a darker complexion in her skin, and I saw, like, it was purple. Like, her eye was fucked up. I'm like, damn, like, so no lick back was had, though. I don't know what this lick back is, but no lick back was had. So then Lex ends up calling out K Rican for the wig. You feel me? And Fonda steps in before K Rican gets whooped too. And she says, wait, why are you picking a fight with all of us when Scotty was the one who ripped your wig? I was like, damn, where the loyalty? But, you know, Scotty would have thrown them under the bus too. So Scotty asks Lex why she keeps bringing up her name. They go back and forth again about comments towards each other. Nothing too much. And again, like I said, K Rican confronts Lex and stuff like that. Lex confronts her about her wig, and Lex says she's done beating their ass over her wig. I'm like, yeah. So after that, Natalie points out to Diamond again, just picking at her like, oh, you're trying to match my body language. You study me. Yeah, you're a fan of me. Yeah. So Diamond fakes runs up on Natalie. Like, she charged at her, but she playing. So Natalie actually playing like she about to actually get in the paint. But as soon as she stepped up to Diamond, bro, security jumped right in because they knew Diamond was going to whoop her. Like, it wasn't nothing. So, Diamond says she'll fight with her, she'll fight Natalie with her foot heels. I guess she had like an injury or whatever. So now the girls get dressed and get ready to go to their content day because, you know, that bullshit was just, they're just doing anything. So they get ready for the content day that they about to have. K Rican leaves for now because she has to go back to court for some reason. So she just gives her a partial goodbye just for now. So they go on the bus, they celebrate Tavy's birthday. At least the girls that she's with, they just start, you know, chilling or whatever. And Lex and Dolly, they not fucking with it. They do not want to see like they're trying to avoid Tavy. They're not scared of Tavy. Like they don't want to. They just don't want to fight at the con today, and they know how mad she like is about like that. So they just said they're gonna avoid her at all costs. You feel me? So Rolly and the other girls give Scotty props and give Tavy props for getting in the paint with Lex and being able to just get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like not being scary and just whooping him. And I noticed something. Lex definitely got that eye. And not even gonna hold you, they edited that pool scene out because the hits that I saw was the back of the head. I never seen Lex punch her in her face to get her a black eye. So yeah, Scotty's hair was like that because Lex knotted that eye. So the big three greets Latina and Latina says that, you know, they're crazy as fuck, but she fucks with that and she thinks she's gonna get, you know, fit along with them. Just go right in. So they also mentioned Latina coming in and getting whooped. And just like how it's like hard to deal with and stuff like that. So, and also they bring up Marissa wanting to go home and things like that. So Diamond was kind of taking up for Marissa because she was like, being in the Baddies house is not easy, you know? And Marissa's just like, yeah, I didn't expect things to be like this. Like, I didn't think it was going to be fighting every single day. You know what I mean? She just tired, so Marissa won't go home at that point. So then it comes back to the other bus, and Lex actually calls out Russian for picking and choosing to go home and not fight to stay in her spot. Like, she was like, I didn't like that. Like, you let them damn near, like, run you up out the house. And Russian, like, no, I'm going to fight when I'm ready to fight. Like, you know, you could tell they was, like, annoyed with Russian low-key. So then they pull up to Golden Ice for the content, pictures and shit like that in the gym and all that. Natalie and Emma Rose introduce the girls to the content room for their pictures, and they get their wine tasting. They walk in there, sitting down. Diamond does not want Latina sitting next to her, so they have her move or whatever. They end up taking a shot, but cannot deal. Like, that shit, they had to take a shot of gin, swirl it in their mouth. It was just some weird shit. But they can mix their drinks to flavor up their shot. So then Natalie gets the girls to say happy birthday to Tavy. They start turning up, you know, fuck that bro nigga, who fucking that broke bitch, you know what I mean? Then Tommy makes her grand motherfucking entrance, as she always does, but it's not a horse, it's not a plane, shit, it's not even a Rolls Royce, Cullinan, you feel me? She pulls up on a 7-foot camel, you feel me? Oh my gosh. And Rolly, she on time, and Rolly needs that badly from time. She needs that. She wants to gotta have that. So she started motherfucking throwing cups, paper cups, damn near tables at the goddamn camel and Tommy. She's like, nope, get the bitch down, get the bitch down. You know what I'm saying? So Tommy, she won't take off her ring. She won't get off this motherfucking camel for nothing. She just sitting there trolling. So Tommy ends up getting off the camel, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, I don't know. Tommy was just trolling. She like, what's up? Gotcha. I got this. She just moving around like really dead serious, trying to knock her head off. Round one was a tie to me. I'm not going to lie. You could edge Rolly, honestly, because she did look like she was putting in a little bit more damage in round one, but there was there was nothing really done in that first round by either of them. So I'm just say a tie, like, on that one. Round two, I ain't going to lie. Rolly put Tommy on her ass and left her leaking like a mark or scar. I was like, damn. But rightfully so, you did shoot her with a BB gun, so it's like, hey, she did need to get her lick back. And Tommy, why are you trolling like that with that setup? Like, watch out. Oh, you kicking down? Oh, you kicking down? Oh, okay. You feel me? I'm just like, what the fuck? So then Tommy all of a sudden gets like emotional and is talking about how like whatever incident happened in Jamaica with her foot and the fact that she still came in before, how she got pushed out a window and tore her Achilles, which is an important artery in your ankle. You feel me? And Tommy says she's tired of playing with Rolly and they never had a situation, and says she posted. This was fucked up, but she said she posted Rolly's son to remind her that she has one and to not play with her. And low-key, if you from the streets, bro, or like the trenches, like, you understand, Tommy was like low-key making a threat, like low-key, like she was just like, you need, like, I'm trying to remind you, like, you got a son, like you got a son, like, you don't want to play with me, basically, like, I could really, like, harm you in real life. I think that's what she was saying, like, feel me? That's how I took it. I don't know how y'all took it, but I took it as like Tommy was trying to be like funny with that. So they get to talk about their issues, you feel me? It gets real emotional. They end up having a heart to heart, and it seems like they want to be cool, like, you feel me? They just needed to get that out the way for whatever misunderstanding they had. So Tommy and Rolly have a heart-to-heart and says it's okay. You know, she with her. She knows that. Tommy says it's not real beef, and she said that she didn't shoot Rolly. Rolly ran into the bullets. Lex was like, "Hey, I don't remember it like that." You feel me? So then the rest of the ladies asked Tommy, you know, she's coming out tonight with them. They want to turn up, and you know, just have fun. So Summer, Dolly, and Lex, they end up hugging Tommy and getting Rolly and Tommy to hug out their issues or whatever. Natalie gives a toast to Tavy for her birthday. And now they're getting ready to go to the motherfucking club. You feel me? It's their last night in Kenya. They will be heading to London to film for the finale and stuff like that. Marissa gives her final thoughts because this is Marissa's final episode. She says, you know, Baddies wasn't what she expected or what she thought. And, you know, she did the best she could with the time she had. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Marissa, will I miss her? No, not personally. She wasn't my favorite. She didn't do too much. But, hey, you know, some people just pop up to get that bag. And I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? And the ladies are on their way to London for the season finale, like I said. And that's the end of the episode. And, yeah, how y'all feel about this episode? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below because, yeah, why not? Express your thoughts. If you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. And I'm going to see y'all next video. Hey.